I'm Anil Kumar sharing with you solution of questions from IGCSE. This is question number 2 from June 2017 test paper. The question is, show that square root of 24 times square root of 27 plus 9 square root 30 over square root 15 can be modeled in the form a square root 2, where a is an integer. We have part B also, which will follow. So let's try to simplify this. We are given square root of 24 times square root of 27 times 9 times square root of 30 over square root of 15, correct? Now we have to multiply these 24 and 27. So it's better to write them as a product, right? So we'll write them as product. 27 is 9 times 3. This could be written as 4 times 6, right? So we'll write 4 times 6 as 24 and 27 as 9 times 3. Now here we could write this as 9 times square root of 2, since 15 and 30 can be divided by a factor of 2, right? Now in this, you can take out from 4 and 9, you can take out 2 from 4. From 9, you can take out 3. Within this square root, you get 6 times 3. And 6 can be written as 3 times 2, right? So we get 3 times 2 times 3 within the radical sign, 9 square root 2. And then you can take out 1, 3 also. So we get 2 times 3 square root 2. Well, this is not times, but this is plus. Let me just make it plus here. Okay. Plus 9 square root 2, right? So what you notice here is that 2 is a common factor, and that's what we're looking for, a square root 2. So we can keep 2 here, and within brackets, here you get 9 times 2 as 18, and plus 9. So this is equal to what? This is equal to 27 square root 2. So if you are comparing with a square root 2, that means a is equal to 27. So that is the answer which you should be writing, correct? Now this is one way of doing it. I kind of wrote them as factors. Now that really helps since it is without calculator. Right, so this question should be done without calculator, and that ways it really helps, right? So that is a better way to do it. Now let's take up another way of doing this. Let me rewrite this and show it to you. So we have 24, so we can write 24 times 27, right, within square root, and here we have to write 9, and this is square root of 30 over 15, correct? Now when you have all these numbers, we know 27 is 9 times 3 and this is 6 times 4, right? So basically that's what I did here. 24, I have to write 4 times 6 since 4 is a perfect square, right? This dot is a multiple, it's not a decimal, right? This is 9 times 3, right? And here we get 9 square root of 2 when you divide 30 by 15. So 4 and 9, we get these two factors, 2 and 3 outside. Inside 6 times 3 is 18, right? We get 18 inside. We get 9 square root of 2. Now again, 2 times 3 is 6. And 18 could be written as 9 times 2. 9 times 2 is 18. And here we have 9 square root 2. So 9 square root is 3. So we'll multiply 3 with 6. So we get 18 square root 2 here plus 9 square root 2. And when you add them, you get 27 square root 2. Perfect. Since we want this to be a square root 2, we can write that a equals to 27. So that way also you could solve. Question number 2b is, solve the equation square root 3 times 1 plus x equals to 2 times x minus 3, giving your answer in terms of b plus c square root 3, where b and c are integers. So we need to basically find value of b and c and we need to write the solution in this term, right? So let's see what the question is. Square root 3 times 1 plus x equals to 2 times x minus 3. So solve the equation really means you need to isolate x and find x, correct? That's what it means. So let's take the terms with x on one side after opening the brackets. So we get square root of 3 plus square root of 3x equals to 2x minus 6. Bringing 6 this side, we get square root of 3 plus 6 equals to 2x minus square root of 3 times x. Now, x is a common factor here, so we get 2 minus square root of 3, and on this side we have square root of 3 plus 6, correct? X is square root of 3 plus 6 divided by 2 minus square root of 3. So that is the value of x. However, we are given a different form, so we need to write this answer in the given form. That means we need to rationalize. Clear? So now let's rationalize and then compare the values. So we can write this as x equals to square root of 3 plus 6 over 2 minus square root of 3. So we'll multiply and divide by the conjugate, which is 2 plus square root of 3. So in the denominator, we'll get this square minus that square, which is 4 minus 3. In the numerator, we'll just multiply. So we get 2 square root 3, and then we get plus 3. With 6, we get plus 12, plus 6 square root 3. So that gives you, this is 1 in the denominator, so that gives you 2 plus 6 as 8, right? And 3 plus 5 is 15. So we get 15 plus 8 square root 3 over 1, right? So basically, it is 15 plus 8 square root 3. Now if you compare this with b plus c square root 3, you know what b and c are, right? So b is equal to 15 and c is equal to 8, right? So that is how we are going to write its solution. Is that clear? Perfect. So I hope the solution is absolutely clear. Feel free to write your comments, share your views, and if you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for watching and all the best.